Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can create account protection policy from endpoint security within Intune, right? And what that account protection policy is going to do, right? And how we can use and leverage that account protection policy to protect the accounts and deliver the local administrator permissions on the end user's account by creating this policy, right? So this policy is basically has three categories or three sub-services or options that we can configure within account protection profiles. The first is account protection profile, which needs a minimum of Windows 10 and Windows 11 version of operating system, right? And the second is local user group membership profiles, which needs Windows 10 20 H2 or later versions of the Windows version, Windows operating system. And the next is Windows 11 version, right? So this is supported for local user group membership profile, and that is when I'm going to show you how we can create local user group membership within account protection policy. And that's a part of endpoint security within Intune, and that is going to give us the capability to deliver the local admin permissions on the end users accounts, right? And the third prerequisites is it supports the local admin password solution, which is Windows Labs, right? And there are also some other prerequisites which needs to be met from the Entra ID. So I'm not going to deep dive into that or look into that for now, but I'm just giving you an account protection policy prerequisites here, right? So I'm going to focus mainly on local user group membership rule or the policy, where how we can add a group or how we can add user account to a local administrator group and other respective groups, and then that user gets the admin privileges in order to perform installation of any software or tools. Our user gets the permissions to remove any software on any other tools or maybe execute some scripts on the devices, right? So this is going to be really handy for administrators to provide on demand local administrator access on the end users devices, so that they can do their local admin tasks, like maybe installing any particular application, or they wanted to run some PowerShell scripts for their job. If the user itself is a developer, right, and they wanted to perform some configurations or maybe change and something, and that is when we can deliver the admin permissions on their account, and then it is going to simply let them do that task, right? So without wasting any more time, let's jump on to the video and I'll show you the steps or the way how we can do that, right? So here I'm on Intune Admin Center. Let's click on Endpoint Security, and under the Endpoint Security, you see there are a bunch of options, right? And these are the different options, but where we need to select the Manage, and then we need to go to Account Protection here. And under the Account Protection, you see bunch of profiles that I have already created. But for now, I'm going to simply are going to show you how we can create the local user group membership profile and how that can be deployed to provide the local administrator access to the end users accounts and on his or her enrolled devices. So device should be managed by Intune in order to deliver that capability, and it is going to simply deliver the end users access on their identity. Let's say user has their own work account and we wanted to deliver local admin permissions on their own account, right? And that is when we would be doing this using this policy. So let's go ahead and create one. So here you need to click on create policy, then select the platform, which is Windows, and then select the profile types. So out of these three profile types, I'm going to select local user group membership, and this is the group profile type where we would be selecting, giving it a name. Let me give it a name like local admin group, You can give it any name which is more descriptive and easy to understand and identify. And also you can give it a description and then click next. So next it would be something where we need to select the local group, then the group and users actions, what actions we wanted to do, user selection types, what type of selection we wanted to put in, and the selected users. So from here we can select a specific user who we wanted to provide access on. So here are different groups, right? And these are the local group types. For example, administrators, users, guest, power users, remote desktop users, and remote management users, right? So in most cases, you would be end up providing access on administrator group, which is going to be a local administrator group on each of the devices. And on the devices, each devices, even if it is managed by Intune or any MDM solution, the administrator group is available on the device, but the administrator account is not active, right? And that is when we wanted to, or we have to provide either a separate administrator account in order to perform such actions, and if not, then we can simply create this policy and give them access as administrator on the device, right? So for now I'm going to target only administrators group, but we have other options too, which is users, then guest, then power users, then remote desktop users, and the last is remote management user, right? The next is group and user actions. From here we can select which actions we wanted to provide. So there are three actions. One is add, which is an update; remove, which is an, it's going to remove that user with the update state, and add again, which is going to replace it, right? So I'm going to keep it update or add, and then from next, where we have user selection type, I'm going to select users and groups because I wanted to add a user to a group. And which user I wanted to add, I need to simply click on this a small tab. It is going to show up selector or picker, and then we need to type user account. So once I select the username here, then I can select and add it. So once that is added, now this is added, and once you wanted to see and maybe you wanted to remove, you can come back and simply remove this user account from here, right? So this way we can add and remove, or maybe simply we wanted to update the policy as and when we need it, right? And yeah, if that is the case, then we can do it. If not, then we should be good here to create and update the policy. Okay, so now let's move to the next section. Here we have scope tags. So this is the default one. I'm not going to add any additional or make any change here. And next should be a group. So now there's a group selection, and here you see, we can see multiple or different types of groups, but which group you are going to target, right? This is more important. So here you can target device group as well as user groups as well. And this is why it is going to give us the option. Let's say I have targeted user group, now I can target devices group as well. And then you can select include or exclude. If that is added, also you get an option to add filters on these groups. So whether you wanted to include something or exclude something, then you can do that as well. And basis on that exclude or include filters, it is going to change the policy deployment capacity, right? Or the policy delivery capability on those group of devices or users, right? So I'm going to keep it as is and then move to the next. So at the last we see summary and review here. Whatever we have configured in this policy, we can go ahead and see, and then once we are good here, we can simply go ahead and create the policy, right? So let's go ahead and save this. So it is going to save and create a policy, you can see it. And all right, it has created the policy successfully, and that policy is here. Let me refresh it. So this policy is going to be, yeah, this one. So this is the policy, and now if you wanted to change something or maybe modify something, or maybe you wanted to remove that user from the policy, so you can come back here, scroll down a bit, and click on edit button here, and then make those changes. But you can see here access group, and then you can see which group it is, what actions we are adding, and then which local group where we are adding that specific user account, right? And this is when it is going to give you a complete visibility, as well as you can manage this policy completely, and it gives the whole complete control on it, right? So this is how we can go ahead and create account protection policy for local user group memberships, and specifically for deploying local administrator privileges on the user's work account, right, to perform the administrator task on behalf of IT or help desk or support, right? And IT team doesn't have to be active on particular maybe time, or maybe they don't want to be engaged always with that specific scenario, right? But there are some gotchas when uh, it totally depends on the company and how they wanted to protect their user identities, and how they wanted to make sure user should have local admin privileges or not, and how they wanted to target devices and the device management, application management, and all other aspects of the security, right? So basis on that we can use this, and how we wanted to utilize this capability within Intune, right? So yeah, that's all for this video. If you have any questions, any queries, please put them in the comment section below. Also, please do share this video within your friend circles, community, and within your known, right? And please do like, share, and subscribe. Yep. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.